Hi, hello there, and welcome to our final Making Your Own Luck mini session. My name is Dana Zipisak, and I am a travel agent educator who specializes in sales and marketing training just for travel agents. I've been an agent for nearly 11 years, and I like to share how I built my business with other agents to help them see the success I've seen in my career. And today's topic, so the month of March, I like to talk about making your own luck. Okay. Meaning business is a lot of hard work and sometimes there's some luck, like in the how I built this podcast. I mentioned it in the email that I sent on Sunday about how the guest, I mean the host always asks his guests. It's a podcast about businesses and how they built their bit how these entrepreneurs built their businesses. And the host always asks at the end, do you attribute your success to luck or hard work? And the answers are always so interesting because some will say there was some luck, some will say no, it's all my hard work, and some will say it is a combination of both. Some things you have no control over, and some things you do. So, no matter what in our business, we are going to have a setback. We're going to have a failure. There's going to be someone who doesn't respond to a quote that you send out. Okay. There's going to be people who nobody will pick up or return your calls. This is going to happen. Okay. I once had somebody who had requested a quote and I called her about it and she just hung up on me. And I was like, you asked for a quote, lady. I'm just, and she, but that's just how it is sometimes. Okay. But we got to get up and keep going. All right. Now we have opening day of baseball coming up in 2 days, right? Thursday. And think of a baseball player. They get paid millions of dollars. And if they are successful 30% of the time at the plate, that is considered success. 30% of the time. So remember that, you can be a millionaire and only hit the ball 30% of the time. Okay? Striking out with sales, striking out at the plate is part of the process. Okay? I was reading, there's this book, and I was trying to find it before I came on live. And that's why I was a little late. So I was trying to find this book that I'm reading, and I just don't know where it is. I have so many books in here too, but it was telling the story about my gosh, now I can't, the basketball player for the California Warrior Golden State Warriors. Oh gosh, he has I can see him. My gosh, anyway, this basketball player, if you know the name, please post in the comments because I feel Steph Curry. There we go. Steph Curry. He did not make his high school basketball team or some sort of basketball team. He didn't make it. And you know what he did? He went to this coach. I can't remember if it was high school or college or something like that. But this coach said, are you going to work on it? Are you going to work? And this coach trained him and conditioned him so that even though he was tiny, even though he was not as, tall as the other guys, he's Steph Curry, right? And again, and I wish I had the books, I would, reference it, but I don't know where I put it. So, um, that is, but see, nobody gets to, we see the fame, we see those top sales agents that are getting the awards and that are, it just seems so easy. It was not easy for them and it's not easy for us. But what we have to do is we have to keep going. Okay. And you only are a failure if you stop. I'm going to leave you today with another basketball story. Oh my gosh, we're talking about basketball. Well, look at, I guess, because I'm enthralled with the Caitlin Clark series, with the series. I'm just enthralled with the whole story. And that's the thing about sports is stories get you. That's what our marketing has to be. It has to be stories. You have to draw the people in. I was just on a coaching call with my sales lab members, and we were talking about posting while you're away and how much to do it. But people are coming along with you. Okay, they want to see what you're experiencing. So it's important to make sure you're bringing them in. Okay, that was not where I was going, but it's okay. little extra tidbit just for fun. Now, you have to go into every quote request, every sale, every call as if you're going to close the sale. Okay, because there is no point in issuing a quote if you think they're not going to book. I told this to my son. Okay, not sales related, but for his basketball game. It was the last wound up being the last basketball game for the season. But they were playing this team that was, I don't know, they only lost to like twice in the whole season. He's like, we're gonna lose. And I said to him in the car, I said, if you're gonna have that attitude, we're not going in there. You play every game to win. I don't care if you think it's impossible. You play every game to win. We don't play to lose. Do you understand me? And I will tell you, yes, they did lose, but but they played their hearts out. And honestly, the game could have gone either way, much like that Iowa West Virginia game last night. That if you were watching it, it could have gone either way. I mean, Iowa finally took off a little bit, but there were some times where you thought, oh my gosh, West Virginia might have an upset here. But that's how my son, and I said to my husband, I was like, yeah, that was like Anthony's last game because it was. And they were the underdogs. But I said, there's no reason why you play a game unless you feel like you're going to win. And that's the same thing with sales. You have to have the confidence. If somebody has reached out to you about booking a trip, have the confidence to issue that quote, have the confidence to follow up. Because if you're not doing that, then you fail. Okay. And it's only a failure if you stop. Okay. So let that be your final making your own luck. You're going to fail, but you only actually fail if you stop doing it. Okay. So make sure that even if you have quote requests that turn into crickets, you keep marketing, you keep pushing, you keep following up. Okay. Because eventually it's going to turn your way. If you keep at it and you do the things that you know you need to do, like post consistently, send out email marketing, always make sure that you're showing you're the expert. All right. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of perseverance. It takes a lot of years in order to build up a business where you see these agents who are just getting all these awards. They were in your shoes once. I was in your shoes once. Okay. And it is hard, but you have to keep working at it. You have to build an audience. You have to find people for an email list. You have to find that you have to get there. And that takes time, but you have to keep doing it because if not, you're not going to have a business. Okay. So be patient, know that you're going to fail, and then just get back up and do it again. All right. That's what we do. Just like how the baseball players do. They can strike out or they can have 3 home runs in a game. You never know. That's why we watch. So make sure that when you are selling, and if you get oh, this is too expensive, maybe we'll go next year. That is not a no. Okay. Here's another tangent of story but it applies. I issued a quote yesterday, and the person said to me, oh, you know what? This is too much. We're going to have to wait another year. Is that person now not a lead anymore? Yes or no? Tell me in the comments. Yes or no? Have I lost the lead? They're not ready for another year. Have I lost the lead? Diana says, no, I have not lost the lead. No, I will keep her in my world. I will keep her in my social media world. I will keep her on my email list because I send out a nurturing email. I try to do it once a week, but if not, no, I don't. I haven't lost a lead. Okay. I just know they need more time. And most people, they might reach out to you now, but they won't actually be ready to book for another 6 months or 7 months. That's why having the marketing component is so important to keep those people nurtured and in your world. Okay. That's the point of all this. Okay. You get a quote request and sometimes they don't book, but you still have that person. Okay. And nurture that relationship until they're ready. All right. And they'll come back. But if you don't nurture the relationship, they'll find another agent because there's a lot of us out here. And I believe in community over competition. However, you have to keep the people in your world. That's your responsibility and your marketing's responsibility. Wow, we got to, I just want to see, we went from failure all the way now to loyalty and keeping your client in your world. Look at that. Isn't it cool? I love how sales and marketing is all just interconnected. And but you have to remember, like, so when that client says, I'll be ready in a year, you still have to make sure she's on your email list. Check in with her. Someone here said check in every month or so. And if I know, okay, they're probably more thinking now 2026 that they want to travel. Well, when rates come out for 2026, she's going to be at the top of my list to say, "Hey, I wanted to let you know we can quote and book this now, and you have plenty of time to make payments along the way." All right? That's how this business builds. It's a slow build, but you have to, it's our responsibility to keep them in our world because there's always another agent who they might be like, oh, and if this person has given them great information, they might go to them. And that's how it is. Okay. They're not tied to that client, potential client is not mine. Okay. If I'm not nurturing that person, someone else might. And then so that's why our marketing is important. All right. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful week. I am not going to be here Thursday because hopefully I'll be at MLB's opening day at Citi Field in New York. My son is a big fan of the Milwaukee Brewers because my husband is from Wisconsin. Ironically, my husband, who's from Wisconsin, and me, we're both Philadelphia Phillies fans because that's where we live. But we also cheer for the Brewers because that is what my son loves. So I'm more of a Brewers fan right now, but I'm a Phillies fan at heart. You can have both, I think. But anyway, hopefully we'll be there. Right now, the forecast is 70% chance of rain. So, but if they're playing, we will be there with our umbrellas because he is very excited to go to an opening day. Just so happens it's during spring break and it's close. Like his team is playing within 2 hours of our house, so it's like, okay, we'll make a day out of it. We're going to do it. So, hopefully it happens. If not, we'll go Friday. That's their makeup day, but then anyway, I hope we don't have to change our plans. But anyway, I hope you have a great weekend or if you're so if this is your Thursday, like to me, today is Thursday because tomorrow feels like Friday because it's my son's last day of school. So if you're a parent, a lot of times your weeks go by like what your kid's schedule is. So his last day is tomorrow. Therefore, I'm like, yeah, this is Thursday. So I will see you again next week. And guess what? Next week, we're going to start April. And our lives are going to be about spring cleaning our business. Okay, where in your business do you need to, clean out a little bit or refresh? All right, that's what we're going to talk about next week. All right, see you then. Bye bye.